Hello and welcome back to Business Friday, where we discuss business and sales skills. My name is Nidhi Vadhera. I am a sales coach, author, business consultant, and in today's video, I am going to talk to you about how to deliver a powerful presentation. This is the 7th video of how to sell any product or service series. I hope you're watching these videos regularly, and if you haven't, please take out time to watch and catch up with us. Also, if you're new to this channel, please spare a few minutes to visit our homepage. I post 2 new videos every week, one on Tuesday, which is about books, and one on Friday, which is about business and sales. So if you are interested in the knowledge of books and business, do subscribe to the channel and become a part of our community. And now let's get started with today's video. Last week I discussed with you that when you meet your customers for the first time, ask open-ended questions and try to gather as much information as possible about their current situations and the problems they may be having with their existing vendor. Now at that stage, even if you have a ready solution for your customer's problem, please don't start giving it out. Don't say, oh, I have a solution to your problem. In the meeting stage, your work is just to get the information. Please resist that temptation of giving out the solution right then and there. That is to be shared in the presentation stage. So you are done with your initial meeting, you have gathered all the information, you have understood your customer's problem, and now you are getting ready to make the presentation. Here you have to keep 2 things in mind. Now that you have heard some of the customer's problem, you have to plug in those problems, those issues into the presentation, which means in your presentation, you have to highlight a few problems that you noticed, provide a solution, and tell them how you are better. Secondly, plug in the objections that you think the customer may ask. Now, these are called anticipated objections. Customers mostly have objections, correct? So what do? You build in those objections into the presentation, and even before the customer brings them up, you answer those objections. Now, this is called blocking the objection. For example, most customers have objection around pricing, right? So instead of hiding the price till the end, just drop it to them during the presentation. You can say something like this. Our prices are higher than our competitors, and there's a reason for that. Let me explain you why. And then you get back to the presentation. So what I did is I raised the objection and I controlled it. See, if you wait for the customers to raise the objection, they may or they may not ask. And even if they ask, you may not be ready with the answer or you may sound defensive. But if you take the initiative of raising the objection during the presentation, the customer would think, wow, instead of hiding, this person brought up the objection. So you and your customer, you both remain in tune. If you know they have a problem that you can solve, you can go ahead and tell them, when I met you for the last time, you mentioned about this situation, you mentioned about this problem. So I want to show you how we can help you solve this problem through our product or service, and then take them through your solution. So use your customer information and the anticipated objection to create a winning presentation. That is how you can be super effective when you make a presentation to your customers. It is not only about fancy graphs and slides that you show. You must have solutions to your customer's problem and have answers to their objection whatsoever. So this brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you got a lot of value and information from this video about how to make an effective presentation. And now what I want you to do is create a list of problems that your customers have or they may have and the anticipated objections. Then put both of these in your presentation and decide at what point of the presentation you're going to bring them up and how do you plan to answer these whether in a one-to-one or in a formal kind of a presentation when there are one-to-many. When you understand your customer's problem and the anticipated objections, your customer will think, yes, this person understands my problem and I should buy from them. So go ahead, list down the problem, list down the anticipated objection, and work on creating a great presentation. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and do subscribe to the channel. Next week, I will discuss with you how to demonstrate your product to your customer. So see you next week. Until then, love your numbers, work hard for your dreams, and remember, it is not going to work out till you start having fun. Happy selling.